It's time for Trivia Tracks with yours truly, Pryce Robertson, sponsored by Ouachita Valley Respiratory Care and Beth Smith at Edward Jones. One of America's leading investment firms, Edward Jones Investments, simplified as Edward Jones, whose aforementioned Camden branch, actually one of two branches here in town, co-sponsors Trivia Tracks, serves investment clients in the U.S. and Canada through its branch network of more than 15,000 locations and 19,000 financial advisors. The company currently has relationships with nearly 8 million clients and $1.7 trillion in assets under management worldwide. Founded 100 years ago in St. Louis, the company's founder, Edward D. Jones, was no relation to the co-founder of Dow Jones with the same name. His son, Ted, was responsible for the creation of the individual branch network, which is spread across rural communities and suburbs throughout the U.S. and Canada. The first single broker office was opened by Ted and staffed by Zeke McIntyre in Mexico, Missouri. Ted opened another branch office in Pueblo, Colorado, with his brother-in-law Bill Lloyd as manager of the multi-broker office. When Edward D. Jones Sr. found the teletypewriter line bill, he insisted Ted either shut the office down or find some way to pay for it. Ted Jones paid for it by opening one broker offices on either side of the teletypewriter line, stretching from St. Louis, Missouri to Pueblo, Colorado. That is why some of the earliest Edward Jones offices were Dodge City, Hayes, Great Bend, and Manhattan in Kansas, and Jefferson City in Missouri. Small-town branch operations took Wall Street to Main Street and created a high volume of sales for the company and its brokers. About 10% of its business in the 1960s was in commodity trading due to many clients being cattle farmers. Edward Jones Investments had the naming rights for the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis. After the St. Louis Rams decided to move back to Los Angeles, Edward Jones Investments exercised its right to terminate its sponsorship, and the facility is now known as the Dome at America Center. In 2004, the SEC, NASD, and the New York Stock Exchange settled enforcement proceedings against Edward Jones, related to allegations that Edward Jones failed to adequately disclose revenue-sharing payments that it received from a select group of mutual fund families that Edward Jones recommended to its customers. The company paid a $75 million fine and disclosed the revenue-sharing payments on its website. In August of 2015, the SEC required Edward Jones to pay a $20 million fine for overcharging retail customers. At the end of the first quarter of 2021, the company had 18,967 advisors, a decrease of a bit less than 1% since the same time in 2020, when there were 19,027 advisors. The average growth from year to year is about 6%. The decrease was mainly a consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic, which reduced hiring. As of 2020, the company houses 49,000 employees. Till next time, I'm Pryce Robertson. Amazed by today's trivia? Then join me every Monday through Friday morning for Trivia Tracks on Fox Sports Camden 97.1.